Wouldn't it be better if I brought Dex to the fort instead of leaving him with Dawkins? I mean, he was our archenemy not that long ago.
The old man doesn't worry me. Just look at the work he's been doing. His desire to help people seems genuine. And the fort isn't safe right now. Attacks have become all too common. There's unrest in the air. I'd rather keep him close.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Yeah, go on.
What do you think I'll be like? In the future, I mean.
Well, one day you'll be a strong young man, always in the thick of things, determined to get things done.
I like the sound of that, but I want to be kind and honest too.
It's all up to you.
Because I only want what's best for humanity, you know?
I know, son. I know. I want to buy some stuff. Of course. Could you...
Don't get yourself too worried. Yes, there's a new threat from the north. There are many rumors about the aliens roaming our lands and infecting them with purple stuff. But we have survived many catastrophes in the past. We can handle this one too. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit.
What was it again?
For all those who were protecting themselves and the innocent ones, magazine ammunition is still lying around out there. Stockpile and maintain the weapons. And when it comes to it, do what needs to be done. Soon, we will be looking to a brighter future. This is Herbert speaking to you.
That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. That's no use to me now. can't do that yet.
Of alien creatures has just been discovered. They're moving quickly to your position. We'll try to stop them. Reinforcements have been summoned to your post.
wonder what this place used to be.
I'm in.
He admitted that he overheard something during your meeting. What exactly, he wouldn't say. He was too afraid that someone might be listening in on our phone call. I'm going to go to his house. If he utters one crucial piece of information, that'll be it for him. He shouldn't go
Falk? Hello? Just a moment. Having trouble?
How interesting. I suspected our paths might cross again here, Jax.
Really? I'm a little surprised to be running into my favorite cyborg in a place like this. You were expecting me, Falk?
The heavens opened. Those invaders rained down on us. Who wouldn't expect the savior of all mankind to appear before us, ready to save the world again?
Now you flatter me, buddy. But no one could live up to that description. Least of all me. The savior is selfless, thinks only of those he saves. Priority number one for me has always been my own interests.
You are correct, but if your selfish deeds happen to ensure the survival of our planet, then you would certainly be seen as some kind of redeemer amongst Magalan's population.
What are you doing here anyway? Why aren't you with the other clerics?
I'm on an important mission, one I intend to put on hold briefly as I have something to ask you.
Fire away.
It's regarding my continued development. I fear I have reached something of a dead end, so I need your help.
I thought you were fully developed, a high-functioning machine. How do you expect to evolve any further?
I have gone through many phases, much like a human does as it transitions into adulthood. But I have not yet reached my optimum state.
And what is that exactly?
I find myself trapped by my own limitations, so I want to become more human.
Well, that's quite an ambitious plan.
It is not just a plan, it's a feeling. It's a purpose.
Wow, a robot getting all existential. That's novel.
It is strange. I have inexplicable urges that drive me to do things I cannot rationally explain. Irrational behavior is, of course, typical for your species. That's why I need to learn more about you humans, your behavioral patterns. Will you assist me in this?
What exactly do you need from me?
I need someone who can teach me everything about what it means to be human. I need a mentor who can answer my questions, the ones that are causing terrible feedback loops in my circuits. These disturbances are happening too often. They are obstacles to me achieving my goal. A few weeks ago, I had to perform a partial reset and a series of comprehensive self-diagnoses.
A partial reset? Why would you do that?
I had no other choice. I was paralyzed by processor-intensive activity while trying to understand questions that I assume would be trivial for a human to answer. You understand that in a combat situation, a repeat of such an occurrence would be deadly.
What else can you tell me about this inexplicable urge you have to be more human?
I have been in this state for over 3 months. It was as if some kind of cryptographic sequence began operating, reprogramming me.
Any idea what triggered it?
I have analyzed this question at great length, but no specific moment or event presents itself as the cause of my particular state. Perhaps it is another trick being played on me by my maker, Conrad. I am certain that you would understand such a possibility.
That maniac is not someone I could forget in a hurry.
Then you can imagine how it feels to be one of his creations. What is happening to me is entirely inexplicable, so far at least.
Tell me some of the questions that almost paralyzed you.
You humans have an instinct for self-preservation, the survival instinct. As a machine, I am built with something similar. but it is driven by a source code. It lacks the element of creativity that is seen so often in humans. When humans are threatened, they are frequently able to exceed their usual capabilities. They can achieve things they would never have thought possible before that moment. I converged my processing in an attempt to comprehend this, but was unable to reach a satisfactory conclusion.
You think I could help you with that?
I would like to participate in a lethal situation to further develop my own survival instinct. I could follow you and allow myself to be drawn into a fight that I am not capable of winning.
You want me to lead you into mortal danger?
I cannot do it on my own. My coding will not allow it.
Wait, isn't that a kind of survival instinct?
I need empirical data to analyze. I do believe I can improve my skills, surpass my own capabilities, like any human.
Don't underestimate how mortal we humans are. A do-or-die situation most often ends in death.
I am willing to take that risk. Not far from here, there is a dangerous region. My programming would usually prevent me from spending time there. You must order me to visit this region. You must accompany me there. It is the only way I can collect the required data.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Follow me.
Okay. That's what it looks like.
Not bad. People were obviously very highly advanced back then.
What exactly is so dangerous about this place?
Watch out!
To a certain degree, even the journey there fulfills my requirements. You will see.
Packs of wild animals? Swarms of deadly creatures?
Understand that from my perspective, there is no rational reason for going to this place. Traveling there contradicts how I am programmed to behave.
Surely even your counterintuitive actions are driven by your program. You really believe you're being guided by something else?
Guide. You make what I am attempting to understand sounds so esoteric, so irrational. However, that is my goal. To fight! This should suffice. Thank you.
So, what did you learn from all this?
I gained a great deal of insight. Specifically, what is the purpose of voluntarily putting oneself in mortal danger?
There is no purpose, unless you're forced into such a situation.
Yes, that is something I have learned from this experience. Until today, every action I have taken has been for a purpose. What we did was completely irrational and highly dangerous. Thank you for your help. I will commence my analysis of the data immediately.
Don't let me stop you. Anything else new with you?
I have taken on a large number of commissions. Payment for my services goes towards the upkeep of my systems.
You're a merc for hire?
Broadly speaking, yes. My main clients are fellow clerics. I work primarily for the benefit of the community.
I could use some help. What if you worked with me from now on, as my companion?
I do have some time to spare at present. The answer is yes. Though I do still need to complete missions elsewhere.
Fine by me.
Where would you need me to go?
The Bastion.
I have heard of it. There are some warriors stationed there. It's logical that they would be your men. All that remains is to discuss my fee.
Yeah, of course I'll pay you for your services.
You have misunderstood. In order to continue with my studies, I need a human to act as my mentor. In return for helping you, I would occasionally draw on your services in that capacity.
Maybe I should shut up.
I'd be happy to do so.
Excellent. Then I am happy to join your cause.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am operating entirely within normal parameters. Even so, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Good.
Just like old times, if that's the correct phrase.
Perfect. Very human of you.
Thank you for the reassurance.
damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
What the hell were they thinking? They spoil the beautiful landscape we worked so hard on. We should really get around to tearing these things down.
move! Who are you? What are you... Wait a moment. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing! I heard you were dead. Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your bare hands?
First, tell me who you are.
My name is Radek. Azok will want to know you're here.
Who's that?
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around.
I don't like this. What if he's leading us into a trap?
I understand your mistrust, human woman, but I promise you, no one will be harmed. The decision lies with you.
Well, the tour can't hurt.
Come on, let's go. Follow me.
Ah, another player in the great game of Magalan. I see your path has returned you to these icy climes once more. It has been some time.
Kar Akrom, if I'm not mistaken.
You still know my name. That is, interesting. We so rarely had the pleasure after all.
You were a scout for the Ice Palace? You were quite the traveler back then.
I never fully abandoned the work, you know. Although I am no simple scout these days.
You're being modest. I hear you're the first Elexidor, the highest spiritual leader of the Albs.
You, the beast of Zykor, can call me Ekrom.
It's been a while since I was called that. It doesn't fit me anymore.
And yet, you still follow the path of your former people. There must be a reason for that, surely. I assume you are here because of the invaders ravaging our planet.
There are a lot of things I have to take care of.
Well, that is interesting indeed. What can I do to aid you in your efforts?
You could put in a good word for me with the Albs.
I could do that, but your own decisions are what brought you here. If you can win our people over, convince them of your cause, whatever that might be, then you will have earned it. If not, however...
I understand.
I can only give you a piece of fatherly advice. Be consistent in all you do. A fickle man is never as effective or as admired as a stalwart soldier in single-minded pursuit of a goal.
What do you plan to do about the foreign invaders?
At the moment, we Albs are in the worst strategic position of all the Magalan peoples. And we are not as well equipped as the invaders. That means we are likely to be their first target. We must be vigilant. We must track the invaders' every move. That is one of the reasons I spend so much time in the depot at the moment.
You're leader of the Albs. Aren't you worried walking around outside the depot without protection?
I am an Elexidor of the Albs. If I cannot withstand the perils of Ignadan, how am I to lead an entire people?
That's it? Vigilance? I expected more from you. Haven't you got a plan?
Don't confuse my not sharing a plan with you with the absence of a plan. I hardly need remind you that you've proven problematic for the Albs more than once. Prove you deserve the respect of our people, however you contrive to do so. Perhaps if you do so, I will impart my knowledge and plans to you. Until that day comes, however. And one more thing. The invaders are ferocious and determined opponents. If you value your life, you do well to steer clear of Maracor. They are most active there.
Come on,
Very
move
good.
it! Are you planning on staying?
We'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here. Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today. We really don't want to miss that.
The verdict has been passed. Unlawful efficiency has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The defendant has accepted the judgment. Execute the
Maybe
convicted
later.
party. Good work. You know the drill. Take up your posts as soon as you're done.
I was wondering how long they were going to let him get away with his behavior. Next, we'll head on over to our research facility.
Did you know him?
Barely. I know he was one of the collectors from one of the back offices in the depot.
What were his crimes?
Anyone who violates the directive is executed. Simple as that. That seems to shock you? You must remember the directive and what it says.
I do. I guess not as much has changed as I thought it had.
Is that pity in your voice? Interesting. I've heard you've let your emotions run wild. Let's walk and talk about it. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. It made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much ELEX as they need to do their job as effectively as possible. Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of ELEX consumption is calculated, among other things.
So you've come to believe that emotion is a good thing?
Of course. A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
Middle way? What do you mean?
Being completely emotionless did not bring us any closer to our goal. But too many emotions won't help us either. We're looking for an ideal compromise. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no more questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today. Sit down. Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
Yes, ma'am.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving. The ELEX experiments seem to be going well.
You're giving kids ELEX?
No, we're experimenting with not giving the kids any ELEX, teaching them to think logically and precisely without it. Most Albs never learned to handle emotion. Without ELEX, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without ELEX, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily ELEX rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to ELEX, emotionally strengthened Albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
What makes you think this could work?
Because it worked in the past. With you. You were an Alb and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the collector's sector. They're responsible for finding ELEX and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of ELEX, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of ELEX. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with ELEX. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. And make sure everyone takes their ELEX ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line. I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
We'll see.
Once an Alb, always an Alb. This is where you belong. I'll leave it up to you. May efficiency guide your actions.
It's sort of surreal to be walking around here. Without my weapon drawn, I mean. I can't shake the feeling someone might shoot me in the back at any moment.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
Circumstances force my hand.
Circumstances? The description seems inadequate. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. So I am neutral towards you personally, but I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa. She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor. If your work for her is satisfactory, I will consider allowing you to rejoin us. You are getting a second chance. Very few do. Do not disappoint me.
You dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
Alexander Azok sent me.
I don't give a shit. I remember what you did. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Hey, you're getting us into trouble here. Do something.
Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of ELEX is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Everything in our power. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all from harm. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Orisa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just disappear?
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time and leave.
Where's my help needed?
Go to the crater. Find out if someone named Skybor is alive or dead.
What's the point of that?
I asked for help, not questions. You'll have to earn answers, let alone trust. Now do what I told you. Find Skybor. If he's alive when you get there, keep him that way.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Zell. I guard the silo against tampering. I make sure nobody steals ELEX.
Thieves?
We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are a thing of the past. ELEX is in high demand. Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see the day. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand why some people aren't happy with it.
Some people never have enough.
Hopefully it'll just take a little time for everyone to get used to their rations.
Can I get a ration of ELEX here too?
Not from me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they already have a permit. Public distribution of ELEX is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silos. Go talk to Commander Knox. He'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
Tell Azok the Colossus needs more time. The damage is heavier than we thought.
What are you talking about?
You weren't sent for a report?
No.
So what do you want?
So you're in charge of robot maintenance?
No, not usually.
Well, you seem to be doing a good job.
Our chief engineer got himself killed on a raid. Now I've got to look after them. I'm actually a combat instructor.
So how does a trainer end up as chief engineer?
Part of my job is knowing how to repair stuff in the field. I reckon I know my way around these machines better than anyone.
Would you train me?
I'm an Alb combat instructor. You're no Alb. You're allowed to hang out at the depot. Doesn't mean I have to waste time on you.
Step forward and begin. Enough. Back in formation. Next.
Situation is critical. Too critical. I take a different view of the situation.
Number?
I don't have a number.
Then you don't get a free meal. Even without a number, you're welcome to buy food. Would you like to do that?
I want to buy something.
What'll it be? certain? Number?
348-9-14.
I need to check on that. Just a sec, please.
Rations are getting scarcer.
A human? Why are you here? How did you get here? How was it allowed?
And you are?
I am the education officer for our children. My name is Alzia. But I want to focus on you. Your face is familiar. Are you the traitor?
To some. Not without reason either.
It's really you. Very interesting. Your overthrowing of the hybrid totally changed how we process emotion. I'm probably one of the very few here who don't hate you for that. All my work is based on what you achieved.
What are you working on?
As the only teacher, I am responsible for supervising our young. I have been since we started letting them grow up without ELEX as an experiment. Are you interested in the emotional development of our younger generation?
Yeah, what exactly is involved?
The integration of ELEX into an organism causes neurochemical processes inhibiting emotion. Exactly how this happens remains unclear. Here with the children, we're trying to create the effect of ELEX consumption without the introduction of ELEX itself, through mental exercises alone. This is my primary goal, developing the emotional strength of our young.
Tell me more about your teaching.
What do you want to know?
How old are the children when they first receive ELEX?
We do not yet know. This experiment is the first of its kind. Emotional development is not something that can simply be planned.
Do the kids learn anything else here besides emotion control?
Of course. A large part of the program consists of training in biotechnical sciences. The fusion of living beings and machines. Our mutants being a good example of an application of this science.
Are you still able to control the mutants?
That is a good question. There is report data of elexitors that can still control mutants, but it is unconfirmed. What is confirmed is how regularly our patrols are attacked by them. That being the case, I am short of objects for my students to examine.
You need mutants for your classes?
Yes? That gives me an idea. Mars says you're a good soldier. I'd like to hire you as a supplier.
You want me to work for you?
That's right. You could supply me with mutant parts. Of course, I would provide you with motivation in the form of payment. So, what do you think?
What do the children do in their free time?
They have emotions like everyone, so I imagine they do the same as other children. Learning and preparing for the next lesson.
I'll get you mutants for your class.
Good. Let's start with something easy. I set some bait with my students last week to attract rote mulches.
Rote mulches? Those disgusting rat-like mutants?
Yes, that's an accurate description. The class and I treated the bait with a contrast medium that makes the creature's entrails glow. Now we collect them so I can demonstrate how the inner organs of the mutants are laid out. Any questions?
Would you be willing to teach me too?
I think it would be unwise to have you amongst my students, but I see no reason I could not give you a private lesson. There's just one condition. Your thirst for knowledge must remain strong.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent. We can begin as soon as you are ready.
Teach me something.
Very well. Let's begin.
Well, yeah. I don't have to like it.
Not right now.
This storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadon. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
Oh, well, how can I complain when faced with such a valid reason?
All right, let's just relax. What are you doing here?
I'm Naira. I'm in charge of our batteries.
So you're like, what, security?
Security? No, that's not exactly what I'm doing here.
Hang on a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules are different now.
Yeah, I noticed. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. But it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone.
You're pretty impulsive for someone raised by the Albs.
I am a true Alb again now. There are consequences to that.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them gets hit in the head a few times.
You know better than anyone what ELEX withdrawal can do. The fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us.
That's true.
There has to be a life without ELEX. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our ELEX as often as I can.
As long as I'm not around when you do. You seem to know me well.
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the Ice Palace. It was a long time ago. But you were under the direct authority of the hybrid, weren't you?
Pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that blue ELEX clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the Sixth Power. Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me this?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power, and to me.
You could be right. I have to admit your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it. However...
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Albs?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No, but I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
Oh, not entirely against it. What the hell does that mean?
You were once an idol to us all. You were the most effective commander the Albs ever had. But that was long ago. You and the Free People have fought a war against us.
I was acting on my own account, that's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The hybrid would have thrown the Albs to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive,
then sooner or later the hybrid would have put all of Magalan's creatures into the converters to snatch the ELEX from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Albs and against the hybrid. So you should know better, Naira. No one could have survived that, not even the Albs. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
Strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right, maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
How exactly is this gonna work? Obtaining the secret, strategic plans of other factions.
Why are you so interested?
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you really won't be able to get a hold of anything. You're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside, you'll need help if you want to get anywhere.
I see. And you're the one that's going to help?
Why not? I help you, and you become my comrade in arms.
I would need to think about that first.
I don't have much time. Answer me now.
I'll think about it.
Okay. How can I speed up your decision?
You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war for the survival of mankind.
A general but honest answer. I understand. All right. I'll take my chances. Listen to what I'm planning. We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. See? There they are. They've been turning up here for a while now.
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. But I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we could just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict?
I need to keep going. Otherwise, that kid will have to wake up to a broken world.
As you wish. Leave it up to you.
So, better get out of here before they capture me. On the other hand, you could just stand here and do nothing. I'll take care of it.
Then give me the order. The result is the only thing that matters.
I got the outlaws' plans.
Excellent work. Give them to me. Well, thank you. I'll check them out later. This has probably helped us to thwart an imminent attack on our depot.
I see that pleases you.
Is that so? Well, we can be very pleased. Even the smallest battles sometimes have a devastating effect on the overall picture.
Okay, so now what?
I have to think about it. I'll stay by your side while I do. And thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. How's everything going? Look. Status report.
Nothing worth reporting. Just because the invaders have only appeared sporadically so far, doesn't mean that it'll stay that way.
You should go back. To our community, I mean.
Think that's a good idea?
It doesn't matter what I think. But I can't deny that we would achieve our goals faster with you than without you.
What goods have you got?
Yes, sir.
Human? Do I really have to sell to humans now? Hey, wait a second. You're Jax. You're the asshole who got me into this shit in the first place. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with you.
Why so unfriendly?
Because of you, I get a fraction of my ration. If it wasn't for the tiny dose I get, I would have shot you already. What the hell do you want anyway?
I want to trade.
If you want me to trade with you, you're gonna have to pay for what you did. No ELEX, no deal. So, you still want to buy something?
Here's your ELEX. Let's trade.
Sure, fine, whatever.
you! Hey, friend. Spare a ration for a hardworking E9er?
What?
New here, huh?
Depends who you ask.
Okay, listen, I just need a little ELEX to tide me over until my next ration. So you got something for me now?
You shouldn't take that stuff.
What are you talking about? It's what separates us from the stinking dirt-eating outlaws. What now? You got some ELEX for me now?
Let me see what I can give you. This is all I can give.
Better than nothing. Thank you so much. Most people give me nothing. If you get a hold of any more, come find me, okay?
Psst. Hey, Jax, over here. Well, look who we have here. The mighty commander. Or should I say ex-commander? I have an offer for you. What do you say?
Who the hell are you?
I'm a person like you. A person people are always judging. I get accused of a lack of efficiency. Imagine that. Ridiculous. But it would take too long to explain the details. Let's just talk about my offer.
What do you have to offer me?
I knew that would get your attention. It's like this. Some of the other collectors supply me with ELEX so I can meet my quota. You're probably wondering why they would do that. What do I have to offer that would convince them to give up part of their yield? The answer's simple. ELEX rations. More than they would get otherwise. The ELEX that our leaders deny to them, I provide. But I need your help if I want to keep this setup going. In return, I'll sell you items that you can't get your hands on any other way. And as a little bonus, I'll even teach you a thing or two. So, do we have a deal?
What do you need me to do?
Some of us have the luxury of squirreling away extra ELEX rations. Those are your target. Open up their safes and bring me the rations.
Isn't that a little obvious?
No. Their special permissions mean they can get extra rations anytime, and that's exactly what they're doing. Some don't even notice. They think they took the ELEX themselves and forgot about it. If your knowledge of safes is a little rusty, I can teach you how to open them.
And why do you need my help exactly?
I'm being watched. The agents, unsurprisingly, started to wonder how I always met my quotas without going out as often as the others. But I see what I do as a service to the community, so I'd like to take advantage of your freedom from observation.
Where can I find these safes?
Your target is the agents and researchers sectors, and you'll find some in the barracks too, of course.
What do you have to trade?
Feel free to take a look. be due a week.
You're under observation. Understood? Get out of here now!
You better leave.
Try that
You better.
again.
Good decision.
Presenting for ELEX, sir.
Rank?
E6, sir. Soldier.
Special permit?
None.
Nominal effectiveness?
8.
Within tolerance. You're clear to receive one standard E6 at the silo. Rank?
Presenting for ELEX, technician, sir.
And your level, technician?
E4. Wait, no, E3. I was just promoted to...
E3, yes. Okay, special permit.
Yes, level E10, child.
Is that correct? Your child is a participant in the emotion experiment?
Yes, that's correct.
And you know this will lower your own level.
I do.
Okay. Nominal effectiveness, NA. You're clear to receive one standard E8. Here.
Thank you.
Next. Next.
Hi.
Rank.
I'm a collector.
Special permit?
No, that's why
Nominal effectiveness?
0! Fucking 0! You're asking me, when was the last time you... sorry. My effectiveness is low. Near 0.
L6 emotional display noted.
Please, okay? I'm sorry. I need a special permit for more. I can't do it like this. It's too much. It's way too much. These feelings like a...
I'll note that you've applied for a special permit. Expect a result within 2 to 4 weeks. Standard E9 until then. Next.
Please,
Leave. Now. Next. Rank.
Former commander.
Former? Do you have a current rank?
I'm not an Alb.
Well, you clearly have permission to be in the depot, so that entitles you to a minimum of the relevant base ration. In your case, a standard E8. Everybody gets at least some ELEX. Keeps us from chaos. Okay. Special permit.
No, I don't have one.
Nominal effectiveness?
What do you mean?
State your self-assessed level of nominal effectiveness in daily work. Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being highly ineffective and 10 being highly effective.
Maybe somewhere between 7 and 9.
Within tolerance. Okay, everything noted? Yes. Let's see. You are level E9. Pretty low. Try it anyway. If you have emotional problems, come back in 2 to 4 weeks. We can revisit this assessment. Standard E9. Here you go. That will be all. You are free to go.
My head. about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Poor form. Next. Name and rank.
Don't you recognize me?
Taking note. Former commander does not adhere to protocol. What's more, I ask the questions. You do not. Let us continue. Reason for your return.
I'm looking for work.
The only kind of work you'll find here is physical. My program comprises melee and ranged combat. I also improve my trainees' physical condition. In your case, I have received no instructions to deny you training, although I certainly would have understood had such instructions been issued. I will charge you ELEX for every unit of training. However, if that approach doesn't appeal to you, you can try your luck with the humans. You are experienced in that area, after all.
I want to regain my old skills. Can you help me?
No, but Kel can. You have not been rehabilitated yet, however. This path will only be open to you once you have rejoined our ranks. Incidentally, that was the last question I will permit from you.
Train me.
I feared you would ask another question. Let's begin. Poor form. Next. Good. That'll do. You will continue training on your own until the next evaluation. Work on your own.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
All right.
Follow me.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Dex?
Yeah?
I'll make it up to you someday, okay? All that time I missed with you.
You're my father, and you're a good guy, so I'm very proud of you. But I hope you'll be there when I need you.
I'll do my best, I promise.
Cool. Maybe that's enough.
Just can't do that yet.
trouble!
Just your speed, right?
What makes you say that?
And here I thought you liked rundown things.
What are you insinuating?
You can figure that one out, sweetheart. To give Baxter one thing. Pitching his tents in the crater of all places is a sign of either bravery or outright stupidity. What was I saying? Barely any means of escape, but he's got a wall of idiots who'll put their asses on the line to stop that bag of shit getting caught.
Hey there, stranger. Tell me what you need. I've got it all.
Okay. Show me what you've got.
It'll be a pleasure, friend.
It's another one of those beasts!
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Through. What are you looking at me for? There's a whole city to see.
You don't need to know who I am or anything?
Well, I know you're not one of those purple-ass freaks. You don't need to bribe me, and I don't have anything to tell you. So buzz off.
Okay, then.
Say hi to the girls for me. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your spending money.
You're giving me Elexit? Just like that?
Not me. It's Hector's orders. Every visitor gets a happy little chunk of change. I don't know what he was smoking when he came up with that one. But you could thank him in person, but that'd mean dragging your sorry ass all the way to the upper district, and that's closed right now.
How do I get to the upper district?
You got legs? Use them.
What do I have to do to get in?
That's way above my pay grade. If I knew that, I wouldn't be standing around here.
You're not really much of a help.
Go talk to Xander. He's guarding the entrance. Oh, one more thing. It's every man for himself in the city here. That means you're on your own, man. It doesn't mean you go looking for trouble, though. Not that I'd mind beating the shit out of you, but we can easily avoid that if you want. Okay, run along. Have a good time.
Hey, mister. This your first time in town?
Why you want to know?
I'd like to show you around town. You coming?
Sure. I'll take a tour of the place.
Great. Come with me.
Just look at this rat's nest. Shitty food, shitty company, shitty shitheads.
Do you want to go back?
Not at all. It's great here.
There is no figuring you out.
Hey, man. You got a minute? It's for a good cause. Real important shit.
I'm listening.
I'm collecting donations for the nursery. It's like a daycare center for orphan kids. Got any shards you can spare? The poor little ones in the nursery can use all the help they can get.
Yeah, I can spare a few shards, I guess.
That's it? Ah, that's weak, man.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, is that how you justify being such a cheap bastard?
You really want to push me? 'Cause I'll go there.
All right, calm down. Every bit helps. I'll take it straight to the nursery. Later.
Wow, you really are making me wait.
I'm transformed
Any chance you've got a couple pieces of ELEX for me?
What the hell? Darius gave you as much as...
Okay, so that'll be 1,000 shards, please.
What do you need so much money for?
Well, I'm, hell, whatever.
Wait. I think that sneaky son of a bitch stole something from me.
I like you.
You better not have come here with empty pockets, Squirt.
No, Zach.
Get the hell out of here. Okay.
Caught you red-handed. You've been stealing from me.
Me? No, sir. You must have mixed me up with someone else.
Hey, if you're calling my boys thieves, you're gonna deal with me.
And you are?
The guy who's gonna kick your ass if you don't get the fuck out of here now.
Well, your little buddy over there stole my shards. I just want them back.
You don't listen too good, do you? Squirt ain't no thief. I think I'm gonna have to smash in that skull of yours. Get ready for a whole lot of pain!
Hit him in the face! That's really boring.
That's the way to handle that.
Drop.
clever boy.
Shit, man. You're not as scrawny as you look.
So, do I get the shards back now?
Okay. Lay off of me, all right? I can't take it no more. Here's your money.
He took more than this. Where's the rest?
Wait, what? I knew that little shit was lying to me. Hey, man, if you want your shards, you better talk to the kid. That's all he gave me. Hey, do what you want to him. Just leave me alone.
You've still got my shards.
You really screwed Zach over. Do you really need your shards back? Because I'm really hungry, and I need them to buy food.
How many of my shards are left?
I've still got 30 shards.
Fine. Keep the shards.
Really?
Yes.
You're much nicer than Zach. Thanks. I'm Squirt, by the way. And if you've got any spare food, maybe you could share it with me?
Come on, Jax. Let's give this little squirt here something to eat and get the hell out of here. I don't want to waste any more time on this brat.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll never steal from you again.
Call me ma'am again? And the only thing you'll be eating is my fist.
I've got some food for you.
Really?
That isn't enough. Take this can.
Thanks, mister.
Got any tips for me?
About stealing? Sure, I can teach you plenty, but it'll cost you. Not cheap. I've got to fork over most of what I take in anyway. So, what do you want to know?
Why does everyone call you Squirt?
It's the only name I know. My mother didn't give me a name, and I never knew my father.
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you?